Hello, friends, and thank you as always for visiting the Legend Sports Universe YouTube channel. Legend Sports Universe, where legends play forever. The Minnesota Twins went 26-5 over the final 31 games of the regular season to overtake the Detroit Tigers and win the AL Central. A stunning surge that was marked by clutch hit after clutch hit, big pitch after big pitch, and a knack for coming through in seemingly every huge moment. When the Twins tied the Yankees at 2-2 in the 8th inning of Game 1, having not touched Whitey Ford all game, and behind thanks to 2 homers from Lou Gehrig, it felt like the Twins may strike the Yankees down in that same fashion. But Bernie Williams' big knock walked it off for the Yanks, and now Ron Guidry takes the hill as the Yankees seek a commanding 2-0 series lead before heading to Minnesota. Jim Kaat will try to get the Twins out of New York even. Game 2 of the ALDS, Year 4 of the FSBL, is coming up from the Bronx. Appreciate you all tuning in here. Nathaniel, how are you, my friend? Ron Guidry takes the hill for New York, 15-8, a 3.42 earned run average for Guidry. Gator was still very good this season, but that is the highest ERA of Guidry's career. He will start off facing Chuck Knobloch. Popped up. Gehrig underneath it. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the first, and we're underway.
Batting second, the center fielder.
So that will bring up Lenny Dykstra, your Twins order: Knobloch, Dykstra, and Mauer, Drew, Ozuna, and Minuch, Carew, Yost, and Smalley. The Twins, not power-packed, the second fewest home runs in the American League. They play good, solid baseball, they pitch well, they play solid defense, they run the bases well. But they do not have a ton of thunder, so the Twins, when their offense gets rolling, it has to piece together a string of hits. Ron Guidry will have something to say about that. But here's the league's leading hitter. Dykstra gives this one a ride out to right. Judge going back, tracks it down. Nice play by Aaron Judge. Dykstra gave that ball a ride. But Judge gets to it a step before the warning track. 2 outs quickly in the top of the first. Here's Joe Mauer. Mauer drove in the 2 Twins runs in Game 1. Lifetime .318 hitter. Mauer has been here in Minnesota since the inception of the FSBL, all 4 seasons. Guidry delivers. Mauer lines that one foul, and Guidry's ahead of him quickly here, 0-2. Slider from Gator, down and away. Mauer doesn't offer at that one. Here's the pitch. Another slider. That one misses low. Fastball in there, called strike 3. Mauer goes down looking, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for Ron Guidry. Twins go down in the first. Yankees coming up. Jeter, Williams, and Gehrig. Game 2 of the ALDS. Here's Jim Kaat, 11-9, a 3.32 earned run average. For Kaat on the year, not a big strikeout pitcher. He pitches to contact. Eyes on the defense behind him. Here's Derek Jeter. Jeter went 1 for 4 in Game 1. Curveball from Kaat in for a called strike. Oh, 1 pitch. That curveball misses down and in. One now. Kaat delivers. Ball down and in, misses again. 3-1. Bernie Williams waits on deck. Kaat delivers. Jeter skies it out to right. Drew barely has to move. Puts it away for out number 1.
Batting second.
The Yankees line up for game 2. Jeter, Williams, and Gehrig. Judge, Gordon, and Keller. Maris, McDougal, and Posada round things out for New York. The Yankees led the American League in batting during year 4. Here's Bernie Williams. Bernie 1 for 4 in game 1. Bernie had the walk-off knock in the 9th. Dwayne Martz, YouTube Network, checks in. How are you there, Dwayne? This Gator put up a 1-2-3 top of the first. Here in game 2. Slider, Kaat gets the call on the corner. It's 1-1. Sky to right. Once again, Drew barely has to move. So 2 flyouts to J.D. Drew, neither making him move much. There's 2 away here in the bottom of the first.
The first baseman, number 4.
And that will bring up the Iron Horse, Lou Gehrig. Gehrig 3 for 4 in game 1 with a pair of homers. Looked like that was going to stand up for New York until the Twins rallied in the 8th inning after not touching Whitey Ford for the most part to that point. Twins got it level, but Bernie Williams walked it off for New York in the bottom of the 9th. Slider there at the knees. It's 1-1. Kaat gets the sign from Mount and delivers. Swung on and missed. Good slider there from Kaat. The count goes to 1-2. There's the pitch. Gehrig grounds it to second. Knobloch has it. Throws the first, and the side is retired. So both teams go down 1-2-3 in the first. We head to the top of the second. An overcast evening here in the Bronx. Twins and Yankees scoreless as we head to inning number 2. So here is J.D. Drew. Drew went hitless in the opener. And Drew came over to the Twins from the Cardinals last offseason. He had a fine year. Got off to a scalding start. Cooled off a bit in the second half. Overall, a very solid season for Drew. Playing every day. Something he was not doing in St. Louis. Two and oh the count here. Guidry offers again. Fastball right down the middle. Drew taking all the way. Both teams have gone lefties each of the first 2 games. That one popped out. Gehrig lays out. Not a lot of hang time on that one. Somewhat of awkward contact there and it lands foul. 2-2 the count. Guidry deals. Down in the dirt. Drew doesn't chase. Marcell Ozuna waits on deck. Guidry deals. Drew skies it to left. Keller is underneath it. Puts it away for out number 1.
That is it. The designated hitter, number 48.
So here's Ozuna. Ozuna hitless in game 1, although he did draw a walk. First pitch fastball from Guidry misses down low. Daniel complimenting. It's always fun to listen to Dwayne Martz. To check out Dwayne's channel. Fastball. Up and in, but on the corner. If you get the strike there, nothing Ozuna could do with that pitch. A slider on the outside corner, so Guidry now has gotten it from 2-0 to 2-2. Here's the pitch from Guidry. Ties him up with a slider. A beautiful slider from Guidry. Down goes Ozuna for the second strikeout for Ron.
The left fielder, number 13.
That slider is biting like that. Hader is a dangerous man. Here's Heine Manush. Manush, a very solid rookie campaign for these Twins. And a pair of rookies make impact in Manush and Rod Carew. 0-1 the count. Guidry to Manush. Slider misses down low. Christopher Slovak, how are you, my friend? It is wonderful to see you. Please be sure to check out Christopher Slovak's channel. Always a fun listen. Hope you are well, sir, wherever in the world you might be. 1-2 offering from Guidry to Manush. Pull down to first. Gehrig dives, knocks it down. Tough play. Guidry covers. Flip gets him. Nicely done by Gehrig and Guidry to retire the side. We'll head to the bottom of the second. Game 2 of the ALDS. Twins and Yanks to score. Back in the States. Very good. Very good. So here's Aaron Judge. Judge went hitless in Game 1, although he did draw a walk for New York. Kaat needed 12 pitches to set down the side in order in the first. Curveball here to Judge. This is down low. 1-0 the count. Kaat delivers. Breaking ball there, and Kaat got away with one. That one was hung up in the zone. But Judge flies it to right. Drew puts it away for the first out.
Batting fifth, the second baseman, Joe Gordon.
So here's Joe Gordon. Gordon went 2 for 4 in the opening game of the series. Gordon, again, the reigning American League Rookie of the Year from year 3. Kaat gives that one up. A very lofty pitch there to Kaat, covering first, and Gordon is set aside. Somewhat of an awkward pitch there from Carew to Kaat. I think Carew was giving Kaat a little bit of an apology there at the end of that for the horrible toss, but no harm, no foul. Here's Charlie Keller. Curveball misses down low. 1-0 the count. Kaat delivers. Keller yanks this one out to right. Drew is there. Puts it away. Drew's been a busy man through the first 2 innings out in right field for Minnesota. The base paths have not been busy. Nothing as of yet. We head to the third here in the Bronx. Twins and Yanks still scoreless. So here's Carew. He went 1 for 4 in Game 1. Deals. Carew takes a first pitch strike. 142 hits in 136 games for Carew in his rookie season. Pulls that one foul. Carew DHs against righties. He plays first base against lefties. Kent Herbeck sits against lefty pitching. This Twins lineup and roster is very lefty heavy. Fastball there from Guidry. Borderline at the top of the zone, but they call it up high. Sky to right, hooking. Judge is going to watch it going in the seats. He deals again. Carew pulls that one softly back. Looking for a put away, easier said than done against Carew. Looped out to left field. Keller coming on, lays out, gets a glove on it, but can't come up with it. Carew's trying to go for 2, and they got him. Oh, that was a very close play at second, but Carew is thrown out. We're going to check the replay on this one. Keller, for a moment, looked like he couldn't find it. Lays out. Kind of got off the heel of the glove there. It ends up behind him. Carews making the turn there. I don't have a problem with that one. Carew runs well when he's going, but Keller recovers nicely. Twins trying to force the issue. Throw comes in. Gordon takes it. Ooh, close. Does he get him? That's a close one. He goes to the near hand. Nope, that hand's not at the base yet. Yep, you got him. Close play, but they get him. So Carew singles, but Keller recovers and throws him out, trying to stretch it. One away, Eddie Yost takes a first pitch strike. Keller was playing very shallow there, and that ball still fell in front of him. But as a result, not a long throw once Keller was able to get to his feet. Yeah, that's fair, Dwayne. That was only like a row into the seats in foul territory. Judge may be able to have a plan. I didn't have a ton of hang time, though. 2-1. Here's Guidry works to Yost. Popped up. Foul. That one will drift further into the seats in foul. 3 or 4 rows back. And the count goes to 2-2. Fastball from Guidry misses down and away. Roy Smalley waits on deck. 3-2 pitch from Guidry, looped out to center. Williams coming on, ranging over. It'll hang up for him. He puts it away for the second out. Absolutely, Chris. I hope the new gig goes well for you, my friend. Here is Roy Smalley. Smalley hitless in game 1. Guidry delivers. Fastball. Foul off. Fastball there misses up high. The count goes to 1-1. Earlier on today on the channel, game 2 of the Red Sox and A's from Oakland. Red Sox entered that game up 1-0 in the series. I will not drop a spoiler in this broadcast, in case anybody wants to get caught up. 1-2 the count. Guidry works to Small. Slider misses high. It's 2-2. Fastball down low. Smalley chases. Gets a piece of it. 2-2 offering from Guidry. Fastball misses up high and the count goes full. Chuck Knobloch, the leadoff man, waits on deck. 3-2 offering. Misses down low for ball 4. So the Twins have a 2-out base runner. Guidry walks Smalley, and that'll bring up Knobloch. Knobloch popped out in the first. Smalley doesn't finger to try and run. You can swipe one if you're napping, but do not expect that to be the case here. Slider misses down and away. One-0 pitch from Guidry. Slider is in for a called strike. Guidry throwing a lot of those sliders. His best pitch, but even so, feels like he may want to throw a few more fastballs as this game progresses. Perhaps trying to save a little bit in the tank. 1-1. Pitch there. There's a fastball, and Knobloch fouls it off. 1-2 to count. Yankee Stadium crowd looking for Guidry to get a punch out here to end the third. Checks Smalley and delivers. Little pop up back to the mound. Guidry's actually going to take it himself a couple steps off the back of the mound. Puts it away, and the side is retired. Twins get their first hit, but nothing else. We head to the bottom of the third in the Bronx. Game 2 of the ALDS. We're scoreless. Here's Roger Maris. Maris, easily the best season of his career. Slider here is fouled off. 891 OPS. Maris, 42 homers, drove in over 100 runs. Skies this one to left. This is hit pretty well. Going back, Manush, though he'll stay in the yard. Puts it away for out number 1. I thought that one had a little bit more distance than that. I didn't think it was leaving. I thought it was going to take him back a little further. Here's Gil McDougal. McDougal hitless in Game 1. Game 1 was a terrific pitcher's duel between Johan Santana and Whitey Ford. Breaking ball misses well. Slider there, call the ball outside. Now we're kind of hesitated on his throw back to the mound. A bit of disbelief he didn't get that call. Third ball misses down low. 3-0 for Jorge Posada. Waits on deck for New York. Kaat delivers. Fastball is a called strike. Howard sets the sign. Kaat delivers. Doodle pulls it foul, and the count goes full. Neither team hitting much clean here to this point. Kaat delivers. Ground ball down to third. Yost has it. Throws over to first, and there's 2 away. Kaat getting ground ball there. That'll bring up Posada. Posada will bat from the right-hand side. He went hitless in the open. We, of course, do have rookie Yogi Berra. Berra struggled in his first season. Posada drives this one in the gap in right center. That's going to be extra bases. Posada does not run well, but he's going to have no problem cruising into second with a 2-out double here in the bottom of the third for the Yankees' first hit. On the outer half of the plate, Posada just went out there and got it. So now the Yankees have a runner in scoring position. Order will turn over. Here's Derek Jeter. In 4 years, Jeter is the FSBL's all-time hit leader. Flew out his first time up. Ground ball to second, weakly hit. Knobloch will have to hurry, but he gets him, and the side is retired. Good pitch there by Kaat to get out of the jam. So the runner is stranded, as happened with the Twins. We're a third of the way through here in the Bronx. Minnesota nothing, New York nothing as we head to the fourth. So Guidry takes the hill here. He will face Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra, again, the American League batting champion here in year 4. Twins have had a lot of turnover, more than pretty much any team in the league since year 1. Possible exception of the Marlins. The Twins deals have been a much bigger variety. Terrific year for Dykstra. Was acquired from the Mets for Shane Mack and George Mobridge back in year 1. Puts this one up the middle. Jeter ranges to his left, dives, knocks it down. He's not going to have a play, though. And it's going to be an infield single for Lenny Dykstra. So the Twins have the leadoff man on. Dykstra is a threat to run. Here's Joe Mauer. misses up high. Howard struck out his first time up. Three deals. Line shot by Mauer the other way. That's a base hit. The hit and run was on. Dykstra goes through. Dykstra's going to come around. Throw misses the cutoff man, and Dykstra's going to score. Mauer takes second, and the Twins take a 1-0 lead. Well, you saw it with the Carew play, although that was a little bit different because it was misplayed by Keller. And trying to take the extra base, but the Twins, knowing they're going to have to manufacture runs here, trying to press the action against the Yankees. Well, obviously have the much better offense. It pays off for the Twins there. 1-0 lead. Mauer on second. Still nobody out. Here's J.D. Drew. Drew flew out his first time up. Takes a strike there. Slider away. Drew went 0 for 4 in the opener of the series. Down to first, soft liner. Gehrig had it. And there's one away, runner home. When we return to Minnesota, or head to Minnesota, I should say, for Game 3, Bert Blyleven will take the hill for the Twins. Jack Cheesebro will take the mound for the Yankees. So here's Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna acquired back in year 1 when the Twins were turning over their roster heavily. Acquired from the Marlins, as Al Red Sox fan joins us. How are you, Al? Al says, love that Twins helmet. Yeah, I love these Twins uniforms. These Twins uniforms are so fun. Appreciate you visiting, my friend. I hope all is well with you. I know everyone does and doesn't need the encouragement. But go visit Al's channel whenever you have the opportunity to do so. 2-1 the count as Guidry works to Ozuna. Pulls this one to left. Keller ranging, not going to get there. Falls in front of him. Mauer comes around third. Keller's throw, not in time. Mauer comes in to score. Marcell Ozuna has an RBI single. And the Twins have 2 home here in the top of the 4th. Slider on the outside edge, and Ozuna goes out and gets it. Pulls it out into left. Dropped in front of Keller. Here's Jaime Manush, the rookie 0 for 1. Again, the infusion of Manush and Carew into this Twins lineup has changed a lot for this offense. They are much deeper. They still don't have a lot of thump. But a lot of very capable hitters, tough outs. See a lot of pitches throughout the top 6 or 7 of this Twins lineup. They are still very lefty heavy. 2-0 the count. Guidry checks Ozuna and delivers. Manush pulls it to second, low liner. Gordon snares it before it hits the ground. 4 out, number 2. So that'll bring up Carew. Carew singled in the 3rd. Keller couldn't come up with a diving attempt. Carew was thrown out, trying to stretch it into a double. 2 away, slider in for a called strike. Slider from Guidry misses outside. It's 1-1. Slovic and Al in the same chat. 2 guys who inspire me to get this going. Ground ball up the middle. On the backhand, Gordon flips to Jeter for the force. And the side is retired, but the Twins put up a 2 spot. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th in the Bronx. Twins trying to get this ALDS, even at a game apiece. They lead it 2-0. So here's Bernie Williams. Bernie is 0 for 1. Kaat Obviously, a pitcher always wants to put up zeros, but particularly important here. Twins just put up a 2 spot to take the lead. You're Kaat. You want to be shutting them down. Fastball on the outside corner. 0-1 pitch. Slider rides in. That almost got burned. He spins away from it. 1-1. Chris says Al is the godfather of simulation play-by-play. Absolutely. Ground ball down to third. Yost throws over to first, and Bernie is retired.
Number 4.
Here's Gehrig. Gehrig grounded out his first time up. Slider misses down and away. Good slider there from Kaat. Gehrig swings over the top of it. 1-1. Al, my brother in boxing. Aren't too many of us who do boxing play-by-play in this hobby, but Al shares that love with me. Gehrig dribbles that one just outside first, and the count goes to 1-2. Kaat deals. Gehrig doesn't chase. Yes, Al's love of field goals is legendary. 2-2 the count. Slider misses down and away. Full count. Aaron Judge waits on deck for New York. Kaat deals. Gehrig chops it to short. Smalley picks it. Make sure he has a good hold of it. Throws over to first, and there's 2 away. Cambodia. Wow, Chris. Very cool, bro. Very, very cool. So here's Judge with 2 outs. Judge is 0 for 1. First pitch swing, and Judge lines one into center. 2-out single. The Yankees have themselves a base runner here in the bottom of the 4th.
Up next for the Yankees, the second baseman,
Judge got that one a little bit off the end of the bat, but still hit it solid. So now, 2 outs, Judge on first. Here's Gordon. Gordon is 0 for 1. And Al's Red Sox were on the channel earlier on today. Game 2 of their American League Division Series against the Oakland Yankees. 1-0 to count. Kaat works to Gordon. Fastball is in for a call strike. Pitch from Kaat. Slider in for a call strike. It's 1-2. Lash will save us. Dwayne loves using that line whenever Joe Gordon hits on my streams. Too funny, too funny. 1-2 the count. Curveball misses inside. Oh, OTP has brawls now. I'm a couple of years behind. I haven't played OTP in a bit. Gordon, 1 hopper down to third. Yost goes to knob block at second for the 4th. And the side is retired. So Kaat doing a very nice job keeping the Yankees off balance through 4. We head to the 5th here in the Bronx. 2-0 Twins. Here's Eddie Yost. Yost flew out his first time up.
the third baseman, number 45.
I don't know why I think every time I see something about brawls or fights in a one of these sport video games, it always brings me back to the early versions of Madden, when a player would be injured on the field and the ambulance would come out and like run the guy over and push him off the field. One of the great, ridiculous animations in the histories of video games. 0-2 as Guidry works to Yost. Fastball up high. Yost fouls him off. 0-2 pitch. Yost triples to foul. See how many batters I have to hit to get the draw. Little Don Drysdale action. Fastball on the inside corner. That's a borderline pitch, but Guidry gets the nod. His third strikeout. Yost does, we'll just say, not agree. That is an unhittable pitch. If Guidry is going to get that call, it's going to be a very, very long night for Minnesota. One away. Here's Smalley. Fastball misses up high. Guidry delivers. Smalley dunks it out in the right field. There's a base hit. So a one-out single for the 9-hitter, Roy Smalley. The Twins have a base runner here in the top of the 5th. Al, always good to see you, my friend. Thank you for swinging by. Glad to see you as always. Take care of yourself, sir. Slider in there for a called strike. Knobloch is 0-2. He's popped out twice. Gets the deal. Slider, Knobloch can't hold up. The count goes to 0-2. Slider down low. One-two pitch. Slider down and in. It's 2-2. Dwayne always a big fan of putting one in the ear hole. 2-2 the count. Guidry delivers. Knobloch fouls it off. Dwayne doesn't seem like the violent type, but sees a couple long balls given up, and that changes. 2-2 offering from Guidry to Nobby. Knobloch fouls off the fastball down the middle. Two pitch from Gator. Knobloch fouls it off. Fair, Dwayne, fair. It's an unwritten rule. 2-2. Comes inside with the slider. 3-2. Well, unwritten rules are always the easiest ones to either follow or break. Full count. Guidry deals. Knobloch fouls it off. Good battle here between Guidry and Knobloch. Top of the 5th, 1-on, 1-out, 2-0 Twins. He's trying to get this series even before heading to Minnesota. Slider swung on and missed. Knobloch tips it. Posada holds on. 4th strikeout for Guidry, who wins the battle. So 2 away. Here's Dykstra. Dykstra's 1 for 2. Slider swung on and missed. Dykstra single. And scored one of the 2 Twins runs. And nails acquired back near 1 by the Twins. Grounded to second. Gordon goes the short way to Jeter. And the side is retired. So good work from Guidry to get around the base runner. We're midway through in the Bronx. Twins 2, Yankees nothing. Game 2, the American League Division Series. Here's Charlie Keller. Keller is 0 for 1. Lined out his first time up.
Charlie Keller.
Slider in for a called strike. Hot delivers. Keller swings and misses at a high fastball. It's 0-2. Hot delivers. Tries to hold up. They say he went. And down goes Keller. So Kaat picks up the strikeout. That might be his first, actually. One away. Here's Maris. Maris flew out his first time. Kaat delivers. Slider is a called strike. 0-1 pitch. Breaking ball is in. Is ahead of Maris 0-2. Working quickly here. Feeling his rhythm. Curveball misses down low. Chopper to short. Smalley charges. Throws the first and gets him for the second out.
The batter, number 12.
So, 2 away. Here's McDougal. He's 0 for 1. Delivered. Nope. Curveball misses down low. It's 1-1. Again. Curveball in for a called strike. 1-2. Breaking ball. Launched out to right. Going back on it is Drew. Leaps can't come up with it. That's going to be a one-hopper off the wall. And it's going to be a 2-out double. So Gil McDougal drives one. Out into the gap in right center. Drew makes a leaping effort. Can't come up with it. Now McDougal gives the Yankees a runner in scoring position. Here's Posada. Posada doubled his first time up.
The catcher,
Slider. It's down to that. Posada skies this one to left, but playable. Manush is underneath it. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So Kaat gets out of trouble. We'll head to the 6th here in the Bronx. Jim Kaat delivering for the Twins. So far, it's 2-0 Minnesota. Top of the 6th. Guidry's been solid. Kaat has been better.
the catcher,
Here's Joe Mauer. He's 1 for 2. First pitch swinging. Gets out in front of the Guidry slider. Pulls it back. Slider there, misses away. 1-1 the count. On the National League side of the ledger, Dodgers have taken the first 2 games from the top seed Phillies in Philadelphia. The Dodgers look to upset the Phillies for a second straight season. Mauer singles into left to open up the 6th. Did not hit this ball hard. Just kind of flared it out there the other way, and it gets down for a leadoff single. Also on the National League side, the Chicago Cubs and the San Francisco Giants are knotted at a game apiece before that series heads to Wrigley. Here's J.D. Drew. He's 0 for 2. Fastball misses up and in. Guidry would love to get through to pound one into the ground. Steady skies it to left. Keller takes one step back, puts it away for the first out.
Now batting, number 48.
So that'll bring up Marcell Ozuna. Ozuna 1 for 2. He had an RBI single earlier. Ozuna acquired in a trade that sent Jimmy Hall to the Marlins back after you. Slider is in for a call strike. Guidry takes a glance over the first. Set. He delivers. Fastball up high. He sets again. The pitch. Ozuna grounds it down to third. McDougal to second for one. Gordon on the turn. 5-4-3 double play, and the side is retired. So Guidry gets that ground ball. Ozuna hammers it right down to McDougal. Couldn't have drawn it up much better than that. We head to the bottom of the sixth in the Bronx. Twins 2, Yankees nothing. So the top of the order for the Yankees, here's Derek Jeter. Jeter is 0 for 2.
Not shortstop, Derek.
Kaat has been very good so far. Slider is in for a called strike. Jeter, a lifetime .313 hitter here in the FSB. Pops this one out, shallow center, that's going to get down. Jeter loops a leadoff single in the center to open up the bottom of the sixth.
Now batting, center fielder.
So now here's Bernie Williams, switch hitter batting from the right-hand side. Bernie is 0 for 2. Jeter can run a bit. We'll see if the Yankees elect to put him in motion. And the Yankees do not have much team speed, particularly with Carl Crawford on the bench. 0-1 the count. Kaat fields. Breaking ball. Rides inside. One and one the count as the Yankees try to get that 0 off the board. Bernie fouls off the curve. One and two the count. Kaat fields. Hold in the hole. Base hit for Bernie. Jeter will hold at second. Manush gets it in quickly. But now, first and second, nobody out. In the bottom of the sixth for the heart of the Yankees order. Here's Lou Gehrig. Good job there from Bernie. So Gehrig is 0 for 2. Ground ball down to third. Yost tags Jeter, throws the first and a double play. Oh, beautifully done by Eddie Yost down at third. Makes the tag on Jeter and throws across the diamond to get Gehrig. That's a beautiful play by Eddie Yost. 2 away, Bernie now at second, an island unto himself as Aaron Judge comes to the plate. Judge 1 for 2. Ground ball at the middle, and Judge comes through with the base hit, and that'll get the Yankees on the scoreboard. But boy, does that double play look big now. RBI single for Aaron Judge, and the Yankees cut the deficit in half. It's now 2-1 Twins. Breaking ball came over the plate a bit too much, and Judge just puts it down and hard up the middle. Good job by Judge, not trying to do too much. Now, here's Joe Gordon. Gordon is 0 for 2. Fastball misses up and away. Jim Kaat only at 66 pitches with 2 outs here in the 6th. The Yankees have been aggressive. Oh, the Kaat's around the zone. Curveball there, swung on and missed by Gordon. Gordon played every game of the regular season here in year 4. On 1 pitch, slider misses away. 2-1. Gordon, high fly ball to the left, but Manush is underneath it, lines it up, puts it away. And the side is retired. So the big double play ball helps the Twins. Aaron Judge, a Yankee, not a Twin, comes through with the RBI single. We head to the 7th here in the Bronx. 1 run separates them. It's 2-1 Twins. So here's Manush to open up the top of the 7th.
Number 13.
He has lined out and grounded out. We're just going to make sure that both sides have bullpen. We're getting it. See, if you're the Yankees, you don't need 2 lefties going. Getty has not been great. Rio Mendoza was actually really good. We're going to sit Getty. Warm up Mendoza for the Yankees, so they have a righty going. For the Twins haven't warmed up. Twins should have somebody going. Get Camille Maxwell going. But for the moment, it's Guidry against Manush to open up the top of the 7th. Slider is in for a called strike. You see Mendoza and Stanton. Stanton's been throwing a little longer, the lefty. But Guidry being a lefty, well, if he's pitching well, probably not going to see Stanton. Ground ball just outside 3rd. Weird spin on that ball. That went, as a lefty hitter, that went outside 3rd and rolled back into fair territory. 0-2 pitch, slider down low, but this doesn't chase. A little Pasquale throwing in the Minnesota bull. Both starters have been terrific. 1-2 the count. Guidry deals. Ground ball to short. Jeter gobbles it up. Throws the first. There's one away.
The batter, number 29.
So that'll bring up Carew. He's 1 for 2. Singled back in the 3rd, but was thrown out trying to stretch it into a double. Fastball misses down low. 1-0 slider, called strike on the outside flat. Nice pitch there from Guidry. 1-1 pitch. Swung on and missed. It's Carew to go chasing. Don't see that too much. Now Guidry's ahead of him 1-2. Fastball in there, called strike 3. Then Carew thought Guidry was going to go to the slider yet again. He comes with the cheddar instead. Gator picks up strikeout number 5. Staying away those last 3 pitches. So now 2 away. Here's Eddie Yost. He's 0 for 2. Fastball for called strike. Yost has struck out and flown out, but he turned that big double play in the last half inning. Lines this one out to right. Judge doesn't even have to move. Puts it away, and the side is retired. So nice work from Guidry. 7th inning stretch time here in the Bronx, American League Division Series. Game 2. Twins 2. Yankees 1. Kaat, cruise control right now. We're actually going to see. Keller has not had a good game. He hasn't been good in the field. He hasn't been good in the plate.
The left fielder.
Steady back down.
Keller.
Goes to back up and throwing. That's not why we really came in here. Yankees don't really have a great bench either, though. The Yankees' good bats are all lefty. Keller, just because he's a power threat, even though he's not as much a power threat as against lefties, just because Keller's a power threat, we're actually going to let Keller hit for himself here. If he gets on to lead off the bottom of the seventh, I think Carl Crawford will come in and run for him. Curveball, in for a call of strike. It's been an economical, clean performance from Jim Kaat. 0-1 pitch, curveball misses inside. Gets the sign from Joe Mount. 1-1 offer. Ball down in the dirt. Then Stanton still in the Yankees bullpen. See if a change is made for the eighth. Guidry is up over 100 pitches. 2-1 the count as Kaat works to Keller. Keller chases a slider and the count goes to 2-2. Kaat delivers. Fastball misses up high. A 3-2 offering from Kaat to Keller. Keller chops it out to second. Knobloch charges, throws to first. There's one away. So Kaat just continuing to induce weak contact. Here's Roger Maris. Maris is 0 for 2. He is flown out and grounded it. First pitch swinging. Maris pulls that slider foul. Kaat delivers. Curveball. Maris fouls that one off, and it's 0-2. Kaat has not thrown more than 16 pitches in an inning. 0-2 pitch to Maris. Slider down low. Maris gets a piece. Howard wants it hot. 0-2 pitch up in the zone. Maris gets a piece and fouls it straight back. Two offering. Maris fouls off the slider. Oh, 2 pitch. Slider misses away. It's 1-2. Kaat deals again. Slider misses away again. 2-2 the count. Figure of that short porch and right. I don't wonder if that's going to keep Kaat trying to work Maris away. Not wanting to give him a shot at tying the ball game. 2-2 pitch. Pulled to the right side. There's a base hit. So Maris with a 1-out single into right. Nothing Knobloch could do there. So Maris waited for something he could do something. Yanks it through the right-hand side. And the Twins are going to go to the bullpen. This is an AI call. This isn't mine, but I can't override it. They would take Kaat out anyway. I can't undo that. So Jim Kaat, despite a very economical outing,
Your attention, please. Now,
surprising here. Again, the Twins bullpen has been pretty solid, but Alex Carrasquillo gets the nod here. 3-1, a 3.78 earned run average in 20 appearances for Carrasquillo. face McDougal, then Posada, possibly. If you're the Yankees here, I would definitely do it with none out, but even with one out, I'm kind of feeling the urge for the Yankees to get Crawford's speed in here. And, well, you're at the bottom of the order, though. I still think you do it. Crawford on the base paths. Try to create something and get this game tied.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please.
So Carl Crawford acquired before year 3, and Crawford was terrific a year ago for the Yankees. He had a down year this year. He was sent down to the minors for a good portion of the year. Fastball is in for a called strike. The duel's 1 for 2. He doubled back in the 5th. Ball misses away. It's 1-1. See if the Yankees send Crawford. If you're going to pinch run Crawford here, I gotta think you've got to try and send him at least once. 1-1 offering. Runner goes. Throw down to second from Mauer is on the money, but still not in time. Crawford swipes the bag, gets in there ahead of it, and the Yankees have the tying run in scoring position. Nothing else that Mauer could have done there. That was a dart right on the bag. But Crawford gets in ahead of it. Curveball misses outside. Count goes to 2-2. Jorge Posada's due up to bat next, but with a righty on the mound, you might see the Yankees go to Yogi Berra. The rookie, again, Berra, a very disappointing rookie season, but his power did surge late. His average stayed low, but his power surged late. 3-2 pitch to McDougal. Down the left field line, hooking foul. Three and 2. Carrasquel deals. McDougal ground ball to second. Knobloch has it, throws to first. The runner moves up. So now, 2 outs, bottom of the 7th. The tying run, Carl Crawford, 90 feet away for New York. We're going to let Posada hit. He's already got a double in the game. We're going to let Posada hit. First hit fastball misses up high. Derek Jeter waits on deck. Fastball on the inside corner. It's 1-1. There's 12 deals. Posada high fly ball to left. Manush tracking into the gap, puts it away, and the side is retired, and Carl Crawford is left on third. So Carrasquel gets out of the jam. Still don't necessarily think that Carrasquel should have come out of, or should have come into this game, or that Kaat should have come out of it. But it works for the Twins. We head to the top of inning number 8. And the game is going to Dave Righetti regardless. So Righetti 1-1, a 5.28 ERA in 17 appearances. Righetti had been very good for the last couple of years. He struggled here this season. Here's Smalley. Smalley is 1 for 1. He's singled in the 5th. Tried to steer the Yankees towards using Ramiro Mendoza here, but they really want to use Rags. Eddie gets the call. First pitch to Smalley is in for a called strike. Fastball is in for a called strike as well. Smalley, a switch hitter, moving to the right-hand side here. Smalley line drive. That's going to be a base hit. Can Bernie cut it off? He does. Smalley takes the turn at first, but he'll hold. Nice job by Bernie Williams to get over there and cut that one off from going to the wall. But Smalley opens up the 8th inning with a single in the center. Good job there by Bernie. That gets past. Smalley standing on third. So now, here's Knobloch. Knobloch is 0 for 3. He struck out his last time up. He is 0 for 5 in the series. Yankees have anybody else up? Let's stand. Bob Shaw. Oh, Stanton was really good this year. 2.27. Okay, I'm fine with that. I just want to see if maybe I should put Lyle warming up instead. But Stanton's had a really good year, so we'll let the game use Stanton there if that's who they decide to have warming up. Fastball misses up high. Shaw the righty, Stanton back up and throwing again for New York. But right now, this is on Dave Righetti. Nathaniel notes this game is intense. Absolutely. Playoff baseball, baby. Knobloch fouls it off. 1-1 the count. Get a deal. Knobloch pulls it down. One and two. Eddie checks the runner. Delivers. Line shot in the center. That's a base hit. So Knobloch singles, and the first two men are on for the Twins here in the top of the 8th. And now Righetti will deal, albeit lefty-lefty, against the league's leading hitter, Lenny Dykstra. Dykstra's 1 for 3. Dykstra squares the bunt. They're going to have Lenny try to move the runners up, but he fouls it off. See if they call on Dykstra to bunt again. Interesting call there. Again, the Twins are a team that tries to manufacture runs. If he's the league's leading hitter, I think give him a chance to swing the bat. Fastball from Righetti misses away. One and one the count. Dykstra line shot, base hit in the left field. Keller comes up throwing. They wave Smalley around. Keller's throw home is a solid one, but Smalley gets in behind the tag. 3-1 Twins. RBI single for Lenny Dykstra. Fastball off the plate. Lenny pokes it through the hole. And the Twins build the lead back up to 2. And I think at that point, you've got to get Guidry. Righetti's got nothing here. Get him out of the game. Game would have left him in. Got to manage it a bit more like a playoff spot. So Righetti fails miserably, and now here's Mike Stanton, 5-1 at 2.27 ERA for Stanton in 26 appearances. Stanton's going to come on, try to keep this game where it stands. Not an easy task, though. Still nobody out, remember. First and second. Mauer is 2 for 3. Fastball is a called strike. Oh and 1. The count. Big batter here for Mike Stanton. Fastball off the plate. It's 1-1. 3 straight hits for the Twins to open the top of the 8th. Now it pulls it back. One and 2 the count. Delivers. Mauer. Loop. Leaping grab by Gordon. Nice play, Joe Gordon. One off the end of the bat. I thought that might get over Gordon and into center, but he snares it for the first out, and it's a big one. Here's J.D. Drew. Drew is 0 for 3 today. He's 0 for 7 in the series. First pitch slider on the inside corner. First and second, 1 out. Top of the 8th, game 2 of the American League Division Series. Twins trail the series 1-0, but lead the game 3-1. Ground ball to second. Gordon, tough play. His only play is going to be to first. Smart play there by Gordon to not try to turn 2. I don't think he would have had a play. But now Drew is set aside. 2 down, second and third. And here is Marcell Ozuna. I know it's... Well, you got Manush up next. All right, let's evaluate this a minute. You can't bring in Shaw here because he's got to face it. Stanton still got to face one more hitter. But Ozuna, 59, Manush. Manush isn't really much different against lefties, even though it's lefty-lefty. But I think you could at least set the force up at any base. I think if you're the Yankees, you're walking them to create the force here. Obviously a risk involved in that, but I think if you're the Yankees, take it. So they're going to walk Ozuna to load the bases, create the force at any base. That does, however, give Stanton no room at the end here. Against Heine Manush. Manush is 0 for 3. Rounded out his last time up. Stanton was very good for the Yankees all season. Now they're asking him to get a huge out. Manush, line shot to third. Oh, snared by McDougal. Nice play, Gil McDougal, to save 2 runs. And the side is retired. But Dykstra comes through with the big RBI single. Could have been worse for the Yanks, but they trail it 3-1 as they head to the bottom of the 8th. I do not think that Alex Carrasquillo is your guy here for the Twins. Got away with it with Carrasquillo, and that's fine. Well, you could have let Carrasquillo pitch to Jeter.
Not shortstop, Derek Jeter.
And then bring it all. All right. Righty, you can do that. We'll let Carrasquillo face Jeter. Jeter is 1 for 3. Breaking ball, Jeter, line shot, base hit in the right field over a leaping Rod Carew. So Jeter dumped one into center his last time, pokes one into right this time up. And the Yankees will get the tying run to the plate in the bottom of the 8th. Now I think if you're the Twins, you go to Hall. Been exceptional all year. 12 and 4 out of the pen at 2.08 ERA.
Ladies and gentlemen, your attention.
Hall gets the nod.
Now pitching for Minnesota.
So Tom Hall, who has performed so well for Minnesota all season, going to be tasked here with the meat of this Yankees lineup. Try to preserve the 3-1 lead. Ernie, Gehrig, and Judge still waiting. Ernie is 1 for 3. Slider is in for a called strike. It's 0-1. Twins win this. The series heads to Minnesota, tied at a game apiece. Yankees rally. They take a commanding 2-0 series lead. Good curveball from Hall. Closer, Rick Aguilera. He was burned in Game 1. Is throwing in the Minnesota bullpen. Hall delivers. Change up off the plate. One and two the count. Ball delivers. Curveball misses outside. It's 2-2. High drama here in the Bronx. Insurance run the Twins got in the top of the 8th against Rigetti, looming large right now. 2-2 offering from Hall. Down the left field line. Foul. Oh, Bernie hit that one hard, but got just a little bit out in front. 2-2 offer. All deals. Bernie fouls it off. 2-2 pitch. Bernie shot low liner to Knobloch. No, it's short hop. Oh, nothing that Jeter could have done there. That's nothing wrong with Jeter there, but Knobloch plays that on the short hop. It's a 4-6-3 double play. You can't really blame Jeter for not going there, but that is a huge out double play for Hall. So that is smoke. Jeter breaks back to the bag, and this thing kind of knuckles at the end. Yep. Hits the dirt. Knobloch plays it, and at that point, Jeter basically hadn't gone anywhere. Just kind of stuck in no man's land. Nothing Jeter can do in that situation. But a huge double play ball from Tom Hall. 2 away, bases empty. Here's Gehrig, and that is a borderline strike that Hall gets. 50-some-odd umpires in the stands here in the Bronx disagreeing vehemently. 0-1. Hall delivers. Fastball misses up and away. One pitch. Gehrig fouls it straight back. Yankees have just been unable to get the big hit. 1-2 offer. Curveball away. Gehrig lays off. Two-two pitch. Gehrig fouls it off again. Ball from the set, delivers. Gehrig pulls another one foul. Aaron Judge waits on deck for New York. 2-2 pitch from Hall. Gehrig gets a piece, fouls off another. Tom Hall, the lean lefty, delivers. Gehrig deep to right field, but Gehrig hooked it and he knows it. Crowd got excited. Gehrig wheeled away. He knew he was out in front of that one. He hit it a long way, though. 2-2 again. Fastball misses down low. Those are Aguilera warming up. Fastball misses up and in. So remember, Hall still has to face Judge because of the 3-batter rule. So a lefty-righty matchup. Judge is 2 for 3, a pair of singles. He drove in the only Yankees run. Now he comes to the plate as the tying run here in the bottom of the 8th. Fastball from Hall on the inside corner for strike 1. You remember last postseason, Judge came through big hit after big hit. Far cry from real life, Aaron Judge. But I digress. 1-1 the count. All delivered. Judge through the hole, base hit. Gehrig will hold at second. But now the tying runs are on base in the bottom of the 8th in the Bronx.
The second baseman,
And that'll bring up Joe Gordon. 2 lefties up next, but you got to deal with the clear and present danger, I think, here if you're Hall. And no Aguilera got dinged up in game 1. He's your closer, and he's a righty, and you're dealing with a righty here. And they're not pinch hitting for Gordon. Gordon's been too good for them. So the Twins are going to try to get the 4-out save from Rick Aguilera. Oh no, Aguilera was fine, and the run wasn't charged to him. That's right, he came on early, couldn't get the out, but the run wasn't actually on Aguilera's ledger. I'm sorry, that threw me for a minute. So Aguilera will face Joe Gordon. First and second, 2 outs, bottom of the 8th here in the Bronx. Twins lead at 3-1. Fastball misses up high. Charlie Keller waits on deck. 1-0 pitch from Aguilera. Gordon fouls it off. One pitch. Good splitter from Aguilera. Gordon swings over the top of it. Aguilera sized deeply. 1-2 offering. Gordon, high fly ball to left. Manush drifts over, puts it away, and the side is retired. So Aguilera gets out of the trouble, and the Yankees come up short. 9 hits on the ball game for the Yankees, but only 1 run. We head to the top of the 9th in the Bronx, 3-1 Twins. So now, here's Steve Hamilton. Hamilton threw a scoreless inning in the 3rd in game 1. He will come on to face Rod Carew. Carew is 1 for 3. Junker over the middle on the short hop. Jeter throws, not going to get him. Nothing you could do there. That was not hit hard, and Carew gets down the line well. It's an infield single for Rod Carew to open up the top of the 9th for the Twins. Here's Eddie Yost. Yost is 0 for 3. Fastball in for a called strike. Yost lined out his last time up. Hamilton deals. Change up is in for a called strike. Oh, 2 pitch. Jack knifes away, down and in. It's 1-2. Fastball down and away. Reckon to see if the Twins elect to try and send Carew here. 2-2 pitch. Fastball swung on and missed. Down goes Yost. Hamilton whips him for the first out of the top of the 9th.
the bat, the shortstop, Gianni Cavaco.
And so that will bring up Roy Smalley. Smalley is 2 for 2 on the day. Curveball rides in on him. It's 1-0. Pair of singles, a run scored for Smalley. No pitch. Change up is off the plate. Two and 0. Smalley fouls it off. The Yankees lead this American League Division Series 1-0 in the best of 5. Twins 3 outs away from getting it level. Hamilton deals. Fouled off. 2-2 the count. Hamilton deals again. Fastball misses up high. Full count. Knobloch waits on deck. Fastball misses outside for ball 4. So now, first and second. Let's see what the Yankees got brewing here. Shaw is one. They do have 2 lefties after Knobloch, though. And it's Dykstra and Mauer, pair of 300 hitters, I think. This is a situation where you actually ride out. You may ride out Hamilton. Warm up Lyle quick. Hamilton will face Knobloch, but then we'll evaluate the situation. We may get Sparky Lyle into this game for the Yankees. He's warmed up quickly enough. Fastball, borderline pitch, misses up high. And the 3-batter rule really changes the way you've got to manage your bullpen. One-0 pitch. Fastball misses low. Hamilton fighting it a bit here. Two-0 offering. Knobloch fouls it off. Here's the pitch. Fouled off again. Two and two. Hamilton checks the runners. Delivers. Knobloch down the right field line. That's going to be a tough play. Judge can't get it. It bounces fair and it's into the stands. A ground rule double. Wow. Dunker down the right field line. It bounces just inside the chalk and into the seats. It's an RBI bloop double for Chuck Knobloch. Oh, come on. It already moved him. All right, got him to start his motion here. All right, well, we're going to have to let him throw that first pitch and see what happens. Dykstra pulls it down. I don't think you can leave Hamilton in here. Down to it. Hey, check. I don't take him a little bit extra to warm up, but it's good now. So Sparky Lyle is going to come in and try to put a stop to this. 8-1 on the year, a 2.85 ERA in 59 appearances for Lyle. But the ground rule double from Lyle, if that doesn't bounce into the seats, I'm not really sure the runner comes around to score there. That was shallow. Judge has a strong arm. So that was a fortuitous bounce for the Twins. Dykstra ground ball, Jeter on the backhand. His only play is going to be to first. A run comes home. It's an RBI ground out for Dykstra. And it's 5-1 Twins. That's a nice play by Jeter. But the way that took him to his backhand, he had no hope of coming home. Now here's Mauer. Mauer is 2 for 4. Fastball right down the middle. Pair of singles, a run scored, and an RBI. Lyle from the set. Slider misses away. Curveball misses away. It's 2-1. Now we're not chasing. Lyle deals. Fastball down low. A.D. Drew waits on deck. Lyle delivers. Fastball is in, and the count goes full. Ground ball to third. McDougal's on the charge. Tough play. Throws the first. Gets him, and the side is retired. But the Twins tack on a pair. And we will head to the bottom of the ninth. Keller, Crawford, and McDougal will try to get something going for the Yankees. They trail it 5-1 in Game 2 of the American League Division Series. So Ricky Aguilera will stay on and try to wrap this one up. Keller is 0 for 3. First pitch swing down to first. Carew has it. Flips to Aguilera. 1 pitch, 1 out here in the bottom of the ninth.
The batter, the designated hitter, Carl Crawford.
Here's Carl Crawford. Crawford came on to run for Maris in the 7th. Aguilera delivers. Crawford fouls it off. Crawford was an absolute force for the Yankees in year 3 after their trade with the Rays. He did nothing this season. Pops this one up, going out a long way is Smalley. Puts it away, and the Yankees are down to their final out here in Game 2.
Now batting, number 12.
Dougal this 1 for 3. Of course. I'm gonna let Yogi. So the rookie, Yogi Berra, will come on to hit for Gil McDougal. Again, a disappointing rookie campaign for Berra. But he did get his power numbers up. I think he ended up with 22 homers on the season. The Yankees have very high hopes for Berra going forward. Fastball misses down and in. Remember, Berra homered his first at bat of the season off Pedro Martinez. Again, the retired number glitch here in MLB The Show. Berra, one of the guys in effect. That's why he's wearing the ridiculous number 88 instead of his 8. 2-0 the count. Aguilera, fastball. Berra fouls it off. One pitch. In there for a called strike. Yankees down to their final strike here in Game 2. There rocks and fires. Fastball misses inside. Jorge Posada waits on deck. There deals. Berra tries to hold up. They say he did. So it's a 2-out walk for Berra. The Yankees keep some faint hope alive. Here's Posada. He's 1 for 3. He doubled back in the 3rd. First pitch fastball. Posada. He's off on it, but it goes foul. Eric Peter waits on deck. Yankees trying to keep the line moving. Posada fouls it straight back, and the count is 0-2. Further away. Misses outside. There it deals. Curveball misses inside. 2-2. Fastball up and away. Posada chases, and that's the ball game. And the Twins get out of the Bronx with a split. So Minnesota scores 3 runs late to extend the lead a bit. Yankees leave a good number of people on base. Just could never get the big hit in this one. Jim Kaat limited the hard contact. The Yankees got a bunch of hits with 2 outs, it felt like. Just not in ideal spots to get a rally going. Kaat the winner. Guidry the loser. and the Twins head back to Minnesota with the series tied at a game apiece. Your final line score: 5 runs, 11 hits, no errors for Minnesota. 1 run, 9 hits, 1 error for the Yankees. Kaat gets the win. Ron Guidry takes the loss. And I was surprised how this game went. Well, I mean, again, the Twins were the hottest team in baseball at the end of the season. They can pitch, and the Yankees just weren't able to get that big hit here. Limiting this Yankees offense to 1 run is a heck of a job by Minnesota. So the Twins take the split in the Bronx. And we are now 2 games into each of the division series. 3 of them are tied at a game apiece. The Dodgers, the only team up 2-0. Kaat 6 1/3, 7 hits, only struck out 1, but he walked none. Kaat pitching true to form there, allowed only the 1 run. Kaat was terrific. Guidry was certainly solid. 7 innings, 6 hits, 5 strikeouts, 1 walk, only the 2 runs allowed. Kaat gets player of the game honors. Aguilera gets the save. So that will wrap it up. I greatly appreciate you all tuning in. As always, good crew here tonight. Nathaniel was here. Dwayne March was here. Christopher Slovic, our Red Sox fan with an appearance. Always good to see Al venture into the chat. Obviously, be sure to go and like and follow and watch and all that stuff on everybody's channels. Support the great community into this hobby. Bang that like button if you haven't, folks. Subscribe if you haven't as of yet. And most importantly, be good to each other. And we'll talk soon. The Twins take down the Yankees in Game 2, 5-1.